And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
It's our time. And middle.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Switch, alert! Hey, red! Hey, exit!
Out of the gun, Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Show it! Leroy! Go!
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Past the there he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on the possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check middle. Hey, 22. Check back corner. 6-6. Pull it high. Check. Let's go now. Let's go.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Where's that? Yellow lady! Good dance. Come. 32! Watch the twist. You draw Corkers.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
40 got.
Stafford now to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
20, 32. 40's Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 40, Mike 5. What we got? Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. And an alley to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Any weapon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lady. Right there. 40's Mike. Come on.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This is caught. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the set. Check, he's coming.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Stick looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Big gas. Run. Check 99.
Here's Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
You're not ready. Jim. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
At the Lions' 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Shift. Plant. Jim. 25. Check 25.
They will run with Grant. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch the eye. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn
right now. You got 58.
Let's go.
Inside.
Check. Crunch. Check 52.
Flip it down.
On third down, Grant. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
258.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Go right.
Tight ends right. 4 down.
Boom.
Watch out.
Box it. Gun.
40's a mic. Let's go, D.
Mike.
Hey, switch gear.
We are going.
Check 30.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a mid-order guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Bravo!
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. You go right for him.
Double right!
Three bud. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now it's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Zebra!
40, Mike, 40. Stop your body.
Hey, Alpha!
Mike's 40. I got it. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike.
Easy alert!
Watch the safety creep.
Hey!
Motion.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go four verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now again, right side. It's Graham, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They go back to Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
You got 58.
49, check 49, check 49. Whip. Watch the whip.
Jim.
Check the cut.
Inside. Go right. Teammate.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
22. Monday. Hey, high 7.
On first down, Stafford here. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Mike 40. Let's go, D. Check.
Double right. Alert.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check.
On 2nd down, Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offense coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Watch the run.
He will not get away. He stops short of the marker. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Grant. He's got a first down past the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Packers! Corey Grant, 81 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Night, sweetheart.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Galladay. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Stay 50, stay 50. 50, 50.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They toss to Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Flex.
Guys, it's out time. Switch. Slam.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now again, right side. Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Game situation. Let's go.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go right here. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch back. No.
White left. Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Lady!
Hey!
32! Chopper!
On 3rd down, it's Johnson, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Not today.
50.
Check 20. And middle. Check 13.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Set! Get a 20!
Here we go. Run. He's telling on the right.
Middle.
Check.
Small.
40's Mike. Here we go. Mike's 40.
Stafford now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On second and 10, it's Stick. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First down, Lions.
Ready, set.
Come off the ball. Come on. Tight end to the right.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, we got 3 down.
Rock it.
SOS.
Defense.
First and 10, Stick. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Amendola, the intended receiver.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, 319.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Darius Slay on the cover.
So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. This is Grant. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing on second down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Agnew now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I got you, son. Score. Slam. Hey, Haywood. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Rolling. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He's checking crap. 11.
Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. To the right and complete to Galladay. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
We need team. All right, T, let's go. We need team.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau,